Like,
I just got
I don't think Louis Vuitton makes sensible shit.
$15 on eBay. I'm so pumped. They're gonna be awesome school marm shoes.
I see. All right, well, that's a goal. It's a world. All right, well, read Acid Dreams and then make your decision. Like, see, like it might make you think about things a little
Does
different.
acid make me not want to get a dog?
No, it might like mean you'd be like, wow, you mean I can just get a dog now? I mean I don't have to go through all of the bullshit that I thought I had to go through. Like I made up all of these paradigms to make my life. You've got all these paradigms up that you're like, I can't have a dog until I do this. I have to do all these things before I can do
I'm
this.
not gonna get a dog when I know that I couldn't cover vet bills.
See? Like, think about
That's
that.
fucking dumb. That's just because I'm a responsible pet owner.
I don't know. I mean, you could take care of someone's dog and get paid to do it, and it become like your dog because you'd hang out with them half the day. playing video games in the background in some YouTube video game stream of the game. Yeah, but I don't think anyone's watching this shit. Whatever.
Why is it being streamed if no one's watching?
One person.
Well, the idea is
one
like,
person's watching.
one person. Like, you know, the thing is like,
Why would the person have to say to themselves?
I don't know, man. Like, the thing is, people.
Say something, coward.
Say something, coward.
Okay, this is the bad part about this. I'm not able to.
He's not able to read the chat. Share this.
Yeah,
thing.
well, every time.
You stuck me on. Yeah, well, but you can hear the loops. Say something, coward.
Wait, why is that coming off there?
That's cool. You get the loops. I can hear the voices.
Oh no, it needs to stop. Why is that happening?
I know it's your fault.
Watch the one-man band video.
Oh, gotta pause it. That's why. Okay, there we go.
You open it.
Okay, there's the chat thing. I think. See, I lose control every time you click on anything with the mouse. It's unfortunate that it's like that, but that's how it is. I don't know. So I can't use the computer and play the game at the same time. It's so stupid.
Oh, and he's taking over with.
Yeah, that's making it. Yeah, so this is no good for playing games. We can't do all the crazy stuff that we were doing.
The hope is like to take the video games and like psychedelically like mix them up with like visual VJing stuff. So people that are looking for a nice simple run through of the game will see this like bright colored crazy video with like our faces in the game.
Oops.
Be like, what the fuck and why? You know, and then maybe like more people will look at that because then you get commercial money, and I can get paid to sit here and do nothing, which, you know.
I don't think that's a realistic plan.
Well, I mean, people do it. I mean, I don't know if realistic's the word, but it's the thing that works. Like, you get thousands of people to watch stupid shit.
It's a thing that happens for sure.
Like PewDiePie and shit. Like, I'm like at least.
It's happening
I'm
right
at
now.
least as annoying as PewDiePie. I'm annoying enough to get millions of annoying people to be annoyed by me.
I think it's so embarrassing when rape.
Yeah, of course it is. But again, you want to change the world and not recognize what it's like part of the time, I think. And like, PewDiePie is a thing, and there are millions of people watching him, and there's millions of dollars or billions.
That doesn't mean that, like, I mean,
Well, I don't want to be PewDiePie. I just want to have his money. So maybe I can steal his fans by like doing something cool. Like I can just like loop my own voice and like have.
yeah, you'll become PewDiePie when I become Melinda Gates.
No, I want to be Melinda Gates first. I want to be PewDiePie afterwards. If that was the choice. Wait, what? I didn't know that was the choice. She doesn't have to wait around for her, you know, like she's.
Oh, I have to click.
She's smart lady.
I want to be a rich philanthropist wife.
I want to be the very best.
If I can't redistribute wealth via the revolution, why can't I redistribute my rich husband's wealth?
Yeah, like Coco Chanel. Coco Chanel's pretty great like that. Like, why be the king and the president and the prince when you can date all three, you know? Something like that. You can have them all. Can have their presents.
Spider mystifies me.
Egypt was run by women for like, you know, a couple thousand years probably.
What?
Egypt was pretty much run by women for like a couple thousand years. There was a co-lineage of dynasties during like the second era that was all female. When the Nubians were running it, because like they ran Kush, and Kush in the Sudan, where the pyramids are originally from, there's thousands of years older pyramids there. They moved into Egypt, and then they installed their dynasties after the Hyksos, and after those were all female. It's cool. A lot of matriarchies in Africa and the Malaysians, and Hmong, and the women that don't get married in China. They just have kids and like have men that sleep over and stuff. They have back doors for the men to come in. That's cool.
I feel like there's a pretty good chance it's gonna be my future. You like co-parenting for really cool kids with a gal pal, and then us just having a back door for the men.
Wrong.
But I'd be okay with that. Honestly, like I have girlfriends that I think would be a better second parent to my children than like some makeup.
Well, yeah, I mean, if your marriage is like one of these like bitter, sexless, bitter, debate, like fighting things where like you're just waiting for the kids to get out into high school, then yeah, that might be fun. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about marriage anymore. Seems like a really like weird tradition I'm not super excited about. But it'd be cool to have kids, kinda. I know that's like, luxury of the fucking bourgeoisie and whatever, but I mean, yeah, sure, but well, you can also have kids. It happens naturally when you have sex, so it could happen. It's not a big deal. It does. Probably just pay for the kid to be alive. Not a big deal. Send them to boarding schools. Like, I was thinking like high school would be a good time to go to boarding school. I went to a boarding school. I don't know.
Not turn off the
Sent
power.
me to boarding school as a punishment, and then I looked into it, and I like saw some of like the really fun teen dramas. And then I was like, okay, I'm ready to go to boarding school. Like I picked out a couple different ones. Like we should talk about it. My parents were like, we can afford that.
Yeah, right.
In
Yeah.
high school, and you're gonna deal with it. But all I want is for my life to be other than that.
You just go to like one in like Argentina or Chile. Like they learn Spanish and cheaper. What? Polish? Well, you'd be a teacher down there.
I guess. Or I can just pass for a 14-year-old, frankly.
Yeah. Probably not. Actually, I think we look a lot older than we realize. I don't know. I look older than I realize.
I don't know, like, when I was a college freshman, I got mistaken for a high school freshman on the campus I taught at.
Why is
so.
that on the side of the thing?
Adorable. All right.
I was like, no, I'm on the payroll.
Is this is wait, is this
That's
the
cool.
actual?
I coached the debate practice in
I'm
the freshman
shaking
classroom.
bears. Oh no. Oh, that's what.
Well, was it a male or a female that was wondering your age?
It was like moms picking up their kid.
Oh, okay.
And faculty, actually. But the faculty was female, too. They, like, they threatened to suspend me because I didn't go down to the field for a fire drill.
That's just
or
right.
something. At that point, I wasn't even hired there yet. So, like, they couldn't make me at all.
Yeah. That's cool. You can't make me do anything. I'm a grown up. Man.
Ew, I'm literally just here to pick up my check, and it's in my hand.
That was
I'm
easy.
leaving.
Oh, I hit him.
I work here. Fuck off. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I don't have problems like that. I've never had. I don't understand like your reality very well because like it doesn't happen to me. I always go through back doors. Like when I first showed up to work at CNN, like there's like this big front, but like I parked in the back because I wanted to park for free. But I guess you would have been free because you get validated and you go. I would have just been fine to go to their thing. But I just parked in the street, like this fucking alley, which is in Hollywood, which is random, and then I just walked in, just like back door where they like sneak in celebrities. So I was going through this back door, and they just brought me upstairs, and just all of a sudden it was like I'd always been there, and then because I knew I was supposed to be there, and it was fine, and it was like I avoided this crazy security frenzy that was trying to come in the front door. So like I don't know like what it's like to just like ever try to do anything like that because I would never think to just that's not my system. I would go and find a free parking, sneak in back door. Have no problems.
I was trying to find free parking, but I don't know if it's that I've never thought about trying to find back doors to places, or
I just only would ever. Like, even if I couldn't find parking, I would drive around for an hour until I found the parking. I wouldn't give in.
I just don't go out.
Well, that's a metaphor, But yeah, that's true. You just, like, have inhibited yourself from a lot of choices because of economic prohibitions. Like, stick or carrot. Do you want to eat this carrot and be institutionalized, or do you want to be hit by the stick? And it's like, I think you're recognizing the system subconsciously more than...
It's like, I can't go anywhere fun because I'm not 21 yet and I don't feel like getting fit.
Okay, so you've made that decision. I went a lot of fun places before I was 21. I'd been in a lot of fun places. I don't know.
I'm just gonna have like a brief. Like, it's gonna be very brief.
I used to bring Dominic with me when he was 16. He didn't have a fake ID, he just had a false ID. And people would look at it. I remember once we went to Coachella, and we went to this after party that I got us into because I had this colorful shirt, and they were just like, "Look at this ID guy," to the security guard about his ID because it was so fucking horrible. It was like in Iowa or some shit, and it was the wrong face. He's like, "Look at this, see this? This is okay." And then he let us in, and it was like, of course he's gonna let us in, but he just wanted to fuck with you to see if you'd sweat, Dominic, and yeah. So that's you just have to be able to deal with that.
I don't even have a false ID though. If I have a false ID, like
Why not? Why don't you just steal one from like someone who's at a bar? You know.
I don't feel like I don't want to. I can just wait till I'm 21.
Yeah, exactly. You could just do everything that you're told. You're right. You should just fucking submit.
I don't care that much because I don't even really like drinking. Like
You don't need to drink. Like, why is it all about drinking?
Bars are stupid. I only go to bars because I'm playing music there.
Probably be like me going 2 times, which is cool. And I'm looking forward to going to a bar and drinking the same drink for a really long time and rejecting people. That's all I want out of this. That's it. I want to be able to go to Wine and Picasso night downtown, and I want to be able to buy my own alcohol without having to go to the place that charges too much.
I want to go to like, I don't know, like not bars, but like South America was cool, and then you didn't have to be 21 to do anything. You should just go down there.
Yeah.
Or like Mexico, and then like I remember I was in Croatia. They were like, yeah, I was like, do you have in Ireland? Do you have to be like a certain age? Like how old do you have to be drink here? And like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, if you're in Ireland, like you have to be as tall as the bar to drink. And they're like, well, if you're too short, then we'll just hand you the alcohol. So like, if you go to a place like that, like they don't care. Like nobody cares about this ageism thing. You're just so fucking saturated and drowning in the system.
I drink. It's just like I don't need to go out and drink.
No, but like this whole, you've got all these things that you think that you can't do. You have to do this
I
or
know
wait.
I can do it. I just don't feel like going through the added effort of doing it now.
The added effort of like swinging around things, pivoting.
It's just like I don't.
What's your sign?
I don't
What are you
care
again?
enough to deal with the extra.
Are you like a Taurus or some shit? Forget. No.
What?
What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
You're Leo. Okay. You're above it. You're like, no.
Fuck you.
Okay. I'm Leo. Ma.
Astrology means nothing.
Sure. Nothing. But it's cool that you don't want to do anything that anyone tells you, and you want to tell people what to do, and that has nothing to do with anything, but
What?
you don't want to do what you're told, but you're not gonna try to do. You're not gonna be forced to do all these other things to do it. You do it if you want to do it, and then you're gonna tell other people how they should live their lives because you know how better. You want to be the lion that runs the jungle. Come on, a little bit. You want to help people out, tell them how to live their lives. You
No, not really.
you do. You don't want people to live through you don't want people to make their own decisions. Hey, have you seen? You didn't watch Sheep in the Big City yet. You should put that on.
She could go get one of those laser things.
I thought it was in here, but you must have moved it to there.
I moved it.
Yeah, because like it was all in the corner here. Maybe about moving to the other room.
We need lasers. I didn't know. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation. I knew what we were.
I'd like to start a cult or something. When you watch Wild in the Streets, I want to be the main character in that 60s 14er fight movie that, makes everyone young, run the country. That was always my goal. Max Plato Jr., now known as Max Faust, from his palatial mansion in Beverly Hills, at the age of 24, running 5 interlocking companies. He is already a multi-millionaire, surrounded by his friends and models and child stars, doing acid in the pool. It's great. And there's like Richard Pryor, he's like got a there's like a kid with that hook, the hook, and there's like a Japanese typewriter artist. It's great. Where's my weed? Is this Sega or is this Nintendo?
This is on PC.
Yeah. What kind of music kind of had this like almost Sega sound to me?
Yeah, there's maybe these people called Way Forward. They're pretty cool. We're good. This game is on everything. So it's like I played it on 3DS. I really liked playing it on 3DS.
That 80s show.
Yeah, what I watched of it wasn't good.
Yeah, I was thinking you were probably gonna be like I was thinking about what your face would look like. It was probably gonna be like that. Just like, what? This isn't anything like my show. Just not what I wanted to see. They're not smoking weed in a van.
That 70s show was just like.
What's that about? Who's the pirate master?
The 80s show was fun though. They had like, you know, it was San Diego, it was punk, it was big, like, angry lesbian, like, who runs the damn record shop, and I don't know. There's some shit there. The thing is, I like shit that gets canceled. The more I like it, the more canceled earlier.
Good shit that gets canceled. I like Freaks and Geeks.
Freaks and Geeks got canceled, but I thought they just didn't do more than that. That was like the plan.
Got canceled after the first season.
I thought they just planned on doing one season. I didn't know they planned to. Oh, okay. A lot of shit was expensive. They shot it in like Super 16 or 35mm film. It's film. It's not a video. It's like a really expensive process. Steven Spielberg put a lot of money into that crazy shit. It's a good show, but I don't know. Highlander's good. Terra Nova was crap. Good. Dude, all those shows in the late 80s, early 90s were really cool. I miss all that stuff. Like, have you seen Quantum Leap? Should do that. In the future, 1999, Dr. Stan Beckett travels back in time, leaping from one body into another. He looks into a mirror and realizes the face is not his own. With only the help of his friend Al, who is a hologram, Sam leaps from one life into the next. Yeah, it's weird because he's time traveling, but it's like kind of like he doesn't do anything that makes sense. Like he has to go on a date or like has to help. It's like Back to the Future. Like he has to do some kind of like little thing where he helps a retarded guy get a job and keeps the marriage together of a family, or like helps the daughter like get her high school. Like it's just weird like shit that you wouldn't think matters, but like it matters because then that person becomes a senator or something. And it saves the history of the world.
Do I press?
Yeah, see, drop acid. That's what you should do right now. Take some E. I'm gonna pretend that you're taking ecstasy. You're rolling right now. You can play pretend.
It seems so blurry.
Methylene dimethyl amphetamine. The gummy bear tablet version. Cool. That's probably good for you. Hope it makes you roll hard.
Multi-Bite by Bright Infusion.
They should really, you know what? I don't know. Because that's a good idea. Putting drugs in gummy bears.
All vitamins, complete multivitamin gummy.
Why didn't we think of that? Malin, why don't we put the stuff in gummy bears?
Put what in gummy bears?
There's the fruit shake.
I know, but like, I'm just thinking we could get the gummy material, I could mix my stuff into it, and then we could put them in little, like, Flintstone shapes, but they'd be like gummy, because the gummies be easier to swallow.
I did that before.
Was it a good idea?
Well, I don't want to talk about it right now.
Alright. La 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 la. Yeah, I always thought it'd be cool, like, to someday be, like, really sober, because then I could have all these stories, I could do stand-up, or make movies about all the crazy antics I've been on, but, like, I don't want to talk about them and tell them, because I feel like I'll get in trouble. I'll be forced to go into an early retirement from this, like, psychonautic, shamanistic lifestyle, and that would suck, because I'm not ready to give that up.
I end up making myself get down and stand up.
No, but I just meant, we're talking about, do you not understand? I want to put psychedelics in gummy bears, like, that was all I was saying. Because it's like sometimes these things taste like the chemically taste is pretty hard. So if they were in gummy bears, it'd be nicer. That was what I was thinking. A problem you don't face very often. Although Kratom is pretty gnarly. This one's pretty good. It's alright. I've gotten kind of used to it. Cause like I took it like when I was trying to quit the H, like, you know, I had to take it like every day for a while, and that helped a little bit. But it's like strong flavor.
Where's that thing?
Well, I mean, I have like a really low tolerance.
You better be making that for me first, because otherwise you're a jerk.
I only take it in really small amounts, though.
Yeah, I don't do that. I do like really large amounts of things. I don't like weaning or any of that shit. I go out with a big bang.
It's so much better when you do less is more. Because when you do more, it doesn't improve anything. Really, with me, my situation, it doesn't improve anything.
Okay.
It makes me more likely to feel really nauseous.
Yeah, see, like for me, if I take like 300 times the amount of acids and like I should, like I am stoked that I did that because like things change. Like I change, the world changes, and like, you know, that's cool. Like,
Well, that sounds fun, but like, Kratom just makes
yeah, I don't really like kratom. That's what I meant. Like, yeah, oh, you shouldn't take enough opiates to kill yourself. You know, yeah, that's different. But there's some
I don't
things.
like opiates, though.
Yeah, fuck
Like,
that.
the only reason I take Kratom is because it works as like a better stimulant than caffeine in small doses, and it helps with my pain. And when I take it in like
Yeah, that's why methoxetamine was so cool because it helped with my pain a lot.
like you don't feel like you took a drug. You take like 2 grams of it.
Are you pausing this stream or are you still doing it?
Well, I don't know. No pausing.
Yeah, no, I mean, at the same time, I feel like there are a lot of really great things that, like, ketamine and PCP, like, all of those drugs have, like, really medicinal values to them if they're on low doses, and people don't really understand that. Like the fact that you can physically not die or become addicted, but take a aracyclohexamine and it'll disassociate you from your pain, like it's pretty great. Like, and then the fact that they make them illegal is just fucked up because like that could really help the world, you know. But that's life. But that's why we gotta go to another cool country. Sorry, I'm stretchy. Ugh. I feel like I was asleep at some point. I don't remember.
So I got a pull-up bar and installed it in my toilet, and it made me realize so much more acutely how out of shape I am.
Cool, yeah, that's great. I was worried you were like really in shape. I was like, damn, because I'm not. I'm like, I need to start getting a lot lazy.
Like I'm just.
School will do that to you. School will make you sit down. It's fucked up.
I used to be a gymnast before I was in pain all the time, and like now I can't even just like pull my toes, like with my legs straight all the way up to the bar, without using my own momentum. I can only get like halfway there because I just don't have the quad.
Brutal. Yeah, the changes is hard, man. I mean, wait till you're 27. Oh my god. Yeah, well, just like, I don't know. I walked across Spain and South America. That helps. Like, every year you should probably walk across country after school because, like, that's the only thing I can come up with to get my shit back together after I fuck something up is just, like, don't stop exercising every day for, like, 3 months. Yeah.
Like, I can't, I don't know. If I spend too much time on my feet, I'm in too much pain.
So I forget, what did you do to hurt yourself again? I apologize. I was trying to remember.
So I'm going to a rheumatologist soon, so like, that's, but, my last doctor who referred me to a rheumatologist thinks that I have fibromyalgia. So basically, it's just like you're in pain and we don't really know why, so you're kind of just shit out of luck.
Right.
But at least now you have better access to like palliative care. More or less.
Are you from a region with a lot of ticks? Do you think you might have gotten like, what do you call it? Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, people
You're not that tired.
And I did spend a lot of time around, like areas I could have gotten sick, but I've never heard Lyme disease even suggest it.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. They wouldn't suggest it. But do you ever have cloudy, like, moments where you're really tired and kind of, like, dizzy? Like, you're not...
Absolutely, but I think, I always thought that, like, if that were fibromyalgia, it'd probably just be, like, fibro fog.
Whoa, well, it's shit. If you're getting fog, you could probably have this situation. Like, it's worth looking into Lyme disease. I've had several friends who've had it. It makes you sometimes have emotional outbursts. Other times it makes you have foggy moments. It makes you have tired a lot of the time. It makes you sore and painful a lot of the time. And the best treatment for it, which is pretty much illegal, is like a high antibiotic injection, which will take out, you know, most of the things. And they try to put that as close to the original infection spot as possible. So you try to figure out where you might have been bit by a tick, if it's possible. And you might find a ring a lot of the time around that area. If you've ever had this, like a little bit of a red ring, you might find that on a leg or a shoulder. I don't know.
Yeah.
On your back, possibly, if you were outside.
There's no rings on me. I would know where I had one.
Okay.
I mean, I can't remember being, like, bit by
That
a
doesn't
tick.
always happen that you get a ring either. That's the problem, is that they don't know, like, it's just sometimes if there's like an infection around the, you know, the...
Yeah, no, but it's like not, I don't have any, like, lasting effects of any.
Ugh. Terrible. Ugh.
What's that?
This is water. That was ethylphenidine. But it's, the first dose is not the psychedelic dose. So. It's a weird drug. It's kind of like a slut. Like, it just does everything. It hits all the receptors a little bit. So you get like this kind of, it's weird how it's just like jack of all trades, master of none thing. Alexander Shulgin. You should watch that documentary. The guy was like 90 when he died, and he made drugs all his life, and he took them all. And like, he worked for DuPont, and it's great. And he was trying to like synthesize mescaline into like a, you know, antidepressant. And he was coherent. He was like, his whole life was very coherent. Like, it didn't make him crazy or dumb. Or he never had Alzheimer's or anything. He just died of natural causes when he was like old.
Never heard.
But he didn't like to take one drug like more than like twice. Like, once he'd like done 2 experiments, it's pretty much done, and you move on to another one. So he's like 3 or 4 books: Pickle Tickle, Shulgin Index 1 and 2, and maybe even 3 now. Sorry. Sometimes I like to pretend that I'm dumb just to see if like a boy will like tell me stuff and say how stupid he thinks I am. Smart. Men. Their sales.
What?
Death to men with their sales.
Oh, yeah. I need to do reading. I'm still behind in like several of my classes that I just haven't gone to and haven't been productive at home for either.
You gotta watch that Procrastination Master TED Talk, man, with the monkey. You
No,
got...
I have. I've seen all the TED Talks. I procrastinate by watching them, and then they do nothing.
You saw the Procrastination Monkey TED Talk that we were talking about already?
I've watched so many TED Talks to procrastinate.
He's...
They're procrastinating. I don't procrastinate. And it's like, I don't know. I have like 3 exams next week and a paper.
So rather than like write them all, like, you know, you're just gonna like not do them until like you do them, and then put them to school. You'll be at school already, so you wrote them there. And
I'm only productive in short bursts.
yeah. Manic depression. Maybe not. No. 80's great, dude. I need to use Google Maps to like get a better feel for India for the next 6 hours, and then I'll work on that paper.
Oh yeah.
Go over Africa and Paraguay for the next few hours with Google Maps. Like, when I do stuff like that, then I know like I wasted that 6 hours. Although one time, no, because like when I went across South America, like seeing the country, I knew where it was because I used Google Maps for like a crazy person. Just studied the fucking land, like it was crazy. I knew where we were in buses. I knew where we were going, the street names and shit. Driven down Philadelphia, Paraguay, and shit. So I don't know. Maybe procrastination isn't real. Maybe it's all like a Hemingway. I always thought of myself as like trying to use his strategy of living lots and writing a little. Like get all the living done and then write it all like succinctly right before the class, because then it's just like I've got it all done and doing it not even writing linearly, just writing the parts and then putting them in order and getting all the information out there. Like I almost always finish everything, and then if I were to do too early, then I'd edit it too much. So just try to just.
Playing and streaming on the same thing is just not working for me. I don't know doing this. I leave. I quit.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's some sort of like reason why you